All right. Here's something that I'm gonna have to word this
Carefully?
more properly, more carefully. But I had an experience the other night where I was getting a blowjay. All right.
Why should your penis being sucked hit close to home for me? That's disgusting, you sick fuck.
Yeah, so I was getting a blowjay. Things were going real well, and I got into that zone. I got into that zone where you're heavy nasal breathing. You know what I'm saying? She's dirty. You're dirty. Everything's dirty happening. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, before you know it, you're nutting one of those fucking loads. One of those loads that's got like 6 to 8 pumps. You know those fucking...
Oh, that's like
those
like
glob
when you haven't
monster
jerked off for
droppers.
4 days and you're just a fucking...
Yeah.
It's like you could feel it.
The cum comes from your toes. It doesn't even come from your nuts. It comes from your toes, and you're just ejaculating. I'm talking glob monster shit.
Glob monster.
And right, like, and like, while this is happening, my eyes are rolling in the back of my head. I'm on another planet. I've space traveled to some extraterrestrial place. It's amazing.
Right.
And then I get done, and I'm disgusted. Right? I'm looking at this girl covered in all this cum. I'm like, where did this even come from? I don't do this. How did this happen? I look down, and her Virgin Mary necklace has a huge glob of cum on it.
Oh,
Just
that's
right
how
on
it
the
pertains
just
to me.
right on the
Sick
pendant.
fuck.
Just right on the pendant. I mean, Virgin Mary's sitting there, like you look at it, you can hear the music. It's got the lines. It's like the classic circular gold pendant. And it's just got this huge glob of Jew cum sitting on it. And
I thought you were going to be careful about how you said this. Jesus.
Well, all right. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human soul. It'll usually show when the truth ain't told. You's a liar, I can smell it on you. Got the voice down packed, but your eyes are telling on you. Shame on you for stretching your mouth around shit that your heart knows you don't do.
all right, baby, welcome back. Wednesday night, joining the kids. Episode, I don't know, like
34.
13, 14. We're in the teens. We broke through into the teens, not like Epstein, but in our own way.
Can we say Epstein jokes if he's dead? Yes, right?
Here's the thing. We can say whatever the fuck we want.
That's right.
That's my thing. That's my new thing. Free Tony. If we're going to be saying things we want to say, free fucking Tony Hinchcliffe.
Tony Hinchcliffe. Why don't you go ahead and tell the people who might not know, like myself, who Tony Hinchcliffe is?
All right, here, he's a comedian, right? And he got in trouble the other night because he came in a little hot. He came in hot. He came out with
He came in scorching. Let's be honest. You showed me the video, and you're like...
Well, here's the thing. The video, in the way that it's presented, that video that went viral where he says a racial slur,
yeah,
it starts, right? It just starts. There's an Asian comic that introduces Tony Hinchcliffe. Oh, make some noise for Tony. Tony comes out, and he comes out hot. He's like, yo, fuck this little fucking Asian slur, or this filthy little Asian slur, whatever. It sounds crazy. You're like, yo, you're like, holy shit. Like, he came out hot. But what you don't know is that the whole set before this dude was doing jokes about white people and shit, and saying that, I think one of his jokes was even like talking about how the white guy that killed all the Asian people in Atlanta can't take credit because Asian people made gunpowder. Like, so there's some shit like that. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing.
The Asian comedian said that?
Yeah, something along those lines. I didn't watch the whole thing. But he was like cracking all these jokes. So Tony comes out as a white dude, right? And is like, oh, you're making fun of white people. I'm going to come out and make fun of you because this is what we do. This is comedy, right?
You would think. But
Now, if you don't see all that before and you just see Tony get introduced and come out like that, it's a little fucked up. But at the end of the day, like, I wouldn't say that word.
I wouldn't.
I don't
say
have
it,
the
but
balls to say that word. And like, I don't know that it really went how it was supposed to, and that's kind of the argument that
it kind of backfired on him.
Not even backfired, but it failed, right? Like, that's the argument of every comedian, is like, all jokes come from the same place. Whether the joke ends up being funny or not, it came from a place of, I'm trying to be funny.
Right.
So that failed, but it didn't come from hate. You know what I mean? Like,
right. But
that's the whole shit.
But now the way the world's set up, this guy used this as an opportunity to fucking try and launch his own career by being a victim, which everyone in 2021 wants to fucking be a victim. I was talking about this earlier. Like, I don't understand how we got to a place where it used to be like you didn't want to be a victim. Like, if you were a victim, you felt like a bitch. So like now, like, people intentionally go out of their way to try and make themselves a victim.
It's a really easy route. But I don't think that it really does it work. Like, yes, people gain clout. Like, more people now know this Asian comic's name than have ever known him. But do they know him for being a good comic?
No,
you know
but he's
saying?
still
like now he's just that dude.
No, I don't think that it's necessarily an effective way of catapulting your career into stardom. But I do think that the Asian comic put it out there for the intent and purpose, not of raising awareness for Asian hate or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. It's hot this month.
Yeah,
but
it's hot.
I think more or less he did it because he wanted to use it. Who the fuck else cared who opened for Tony Hinchcliffe? I never even heard of Tony Hinchcliffe before this. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, this is
when you told me, like, yo, you know what happened to Tony Hinchcliffe? I'm like, first of all, I haven't watched Heathcliff since I was a child, so I don't know who the fuck Tony is.
I'm so deep in the comedy game, bro.
You're deep in it. You're
deep
really
in the game, bro.
You're deep in it. I can appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? We do not really comedy, but it's funny.
We try and add. I mean, that's been the basis of everything we've ever done, really. Not that we are comedians, but we like to be funny. We like to laugh. We want to bring stupidity and joy to other people.
And it probably, to be honest, our comedic aspect probably comes from the same place that most comedians get their comedy, which is things that they fucking hate, that piss them off.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like Seinfeld, whenever his episode was about some fuckery that happened in his day, right?
Yeah, Seinfeld's a G.
Any of the content that we've ever came up with was something that we fucking hated, or that like pissed us off throughout the day, right?
Yeah. Well, let's use this as a segue for something that sort of rubbed me the wrong way, I think.
Okay.
Who
hurt you?
I'm at the gym working out, and on the TV is like the X Games, right? Mm-hmm. And we all know the X Games. It was some skateboarding shit, and I'm like, oh shit, X Games is lit. Like, whenever the X Games was on, that was like the best thing to watch on TV. So I see this dude hop on his skateboard, but he has no legs, right? He's just got like hips, and he's doing with his hands, and he's doing tricks and shit. And I was like, yo,
like a Mr. Potato Head.
Like a Mr. Potato Head, basically, without legs. And I was like, holy shit, this guy's in the X Games. Like, that's fucking dope. Good for him. Like, he has no legs, but he's competing against motherfuckers that have legs. I was like, that's crazy. Then the next guy went on, and it was like a dude with no arms.
Oh, so this was like,
and I realized
special X Games.
It was the special X Games.
Wait, and why did this piss you off? While you're at the gym exercising your free will to use all of your limbs? You fucking piece of shit.
Hold on, let me get to it. At first, I'm like, that's tight. Like, that's fucking tight. You know, like, we're all about fucking being nice to people and overdoing our niceness. And now we've created the special X Games for these people. But really, are we not just putting a ceiling on their fucking abilities? You know what I'm saying? Whether you have legs or not, you want to be treated like you are a regular ass person. So if you could be good enough to get to the regular X Games and compete with just the regular world and be accepted as a regular dude, that's the accomplishment. I feel like giving them their own area is almost like an insult. It's like, you guys will never make it over here, so just play in the kiddie pool. You know what I mean?
Let me just let me put things into perspective then, because I got a different opinion on this.
Okay.
So if you take someone like a Chaz Ortiz, right?
Yeah.
And you put him on the same line to skate as, we'll call him Mr. Potato Head, because I don't know what the guy's name was, and that seems like the most appropriate thing to call him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I want to be PC here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, PH.
So they're skating a line. First, he goes up. You know, I don't know. Maybe he does a little ollie. Then the potato does an ollie. Then they come down the slide, and then Chaz pulls a kickflip. Now, how the fuck do you think
this
Mr. Potato Head's going to do a kickflip with no legs?
This dude was holding his board with his hands. He would catch air and flip it and catch it and land back on it. Like, the dude was raw. That's why when I originally saw him, I'm like, oh, shit, this motherfucker's in the X Games. Like, that's crazy. Good for him.
Well, maybe that there are
superhuman
special people that they need to keep them in the same box because they're getting too great.
Because they're too good.
This is like the accelerated math.
This is the accelerated X Games.
Yeah.
The X
You're just looking at it like the other way because you're a fucking piece of shit.
Dude, I felt at first I was like, dope, but then I kept thinking about it and I was like, what do you always hear from people with disabilities? Like, they just want to be treated like normal people, right?
That seems to be the thing.
It's almost rude if somebody's doing something and somebody with a disability or something, and like you go to help because you're like, oh, this guy needs help. Like, I'm so special, I need to help him.
Yeah.
So, like, I almost feel like most
That's
of the time,
entitlement.
I almost feel like that backfires most of the time. They're like, no, like, I'm good, I got this. Like, I do this. You know
Stop
what I mean?
exercising your privilege to help people that are
In need.
handicapped.
Yeah, just we need to walk old women across the street. And
why are you
that's
going to
really
walk
where
them?
it
You don't
ends.
think they're fucking strong enough to walk themselves? Strategy?
Well,
Fucking sexist piece of shit.
Here's the thing: any old person that survived after Corona can definitely make it across the street. So
That's a fact.
There's that.
That's a fact.
There's
if you're
that.
old and you made it, congratulations. You have graduated level fucking 60.
Yeah, you made it to the next natural disaster,
Which might be coming upon us tonight.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be
coming
tonight.
upon us. Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Can I
that's
say
not
pause?
good.
Is
You gotta
that
pause
still?
You got to pause that.
Can I say pause? Or is that?
You
can't
could say
that
pause.
now.
I mean, we started this show saying that you can say whatever you want.
Pause!
Here's the thing. You can say whatever you want.
They can't cancel it for you if they're not paying you.
They can't cancel you if they're not paying you. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking facts. But yeah, I want to get the X Games thing out of the way. I feel like it's bad. But that's just me because I think that if you want to be the best, if you're going to be the best, you want to go to be the best. Now, I don't know. Maybe the winner of that X Games goes on to compete in the regular X Games. That could be how it works. I don't know. I didn't look into it.
You think it's
enough.
like a
It's like a
pre-qualifier?
feeder, like a feeder league.
Feeder? Really? When you're talking about handicapped people?
You can't feed them?
Dog. You can't open the door for me? You think you can feed them? Jesus Christ. They're not animals, okay?
You're a sick fuck, dude. You know that?
Oh, shit. I just got the notification. Notification, as my girlfriend would say.
That we're live?
And we are live. Shout out to DJ Alex. Club Killers podcast live now. Yes, we are. What up to DJ Defiant?
What's up? Where we checking in from? We need a little location check. What's good? Drop your location in the chat.
They're expecting a DJ to scratch. Well,
I'll scratch my nuts.
Unfortunately, we'll not be doing any scratching of anything other than our nuts for the next hour.
We're going to be scratching our tongues against the roof of our mouths.
Yes.
So, we got some DJs in the room. Let's do a DJ thing. I had this thought the other day. If you hear a DJ do something dope, like a wordplay thing, they loop a word and then they go into the next song that has to do with that word, but it's like actually dope and it's being done live. You see a DJ do it and you realize and recognize that this dude is actually doing this 2 separate tracks.
Right.
It's not a pre-made edit, that you get and it does it for you.
Well,
we'll get into it. If you hear a DJ do something like that, what do you think if you were to try and do it in your set? Is that stealing, or is it like a compliment?
Well, if you ask Jay-Z, who likes to quote Biggie lyrics in all of his lines, I think he would say that it's commemorating the legacy of whoever came up with it. But the reality is, I don't know. When when I first would notice people doing that was when DJ AM, after he had passed.
Yeah.
That was like the most common one. You would hear like a DJ AM thing and you'd be like, oh, that was dope. He did what AM did. But then it's like, but is it really dope or is he just doing it because, yeah. I think in today's standards, no, that's not dope.
You don't think it's dope?
No.
But how about if you have the same fucking edit as someone that you're playing that has the wordplay in it? That you're playing, you know what I'm saying? You guys are doing the same shit.
For me, the only time that I will play like edit with the wordplay in it is if I need like a transition to like get me from like, I don't know, 80 to like 100, I'll use the transition tool, and the transition tool will hence have a wordplay in it. But I don't really try and do those because of the wordplay. I don't. Maybe I have. I don't know.
I mean,
I take no. The only time I use those is for transition tools.
Okay, even so, even if it's a transition, that's something that I've seen people do.
But then it's just by default that it has a wordplay in it. I'm not like
doesn't matter. It's still
for the wordplay.
What it is it's a way of manipulating the music to get it to do what you want. So whether it's a transition track or whether it's not, you're doing the same thing. You're mixing, right?
Right.
You could do a live transition if you wanted. I've seen people do it.
Yeah, of course.
So it's essentially the same thing, in my eyes. I think, and I don't think that it's stealing either, because I know, like, I remember I would hear someone do something dope, and I'd be like, "Oh shit, that was tight," and he'd be like, "Yeah, I stole that from blah blah blah," or like blah 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 told me I could use it, or you know what I mean?
Okay,
because
so maybe
even to be on the level of actually doing the shit,
you have to have
not just
the same
the
technical
edit,
ability.
You have to be able to do that. You have to, and also you have to start somewhere. Like, I feel like everyone has at least tried doing some AM fucking wordplay shit before. You know what I mean? It's part of the game.
How you
like,
learn.
You hear someone do it, you want to do it.
It's like somebody picks up a guitar and they start playing Smoke on the Water. It's not that they think that they wrote Smoke on the Water. They just want to fucking learn how to play it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think it's stealing. Because there's levels to it.
I would, there's definitely levels to it. I would also say it depends on the platform. So if you're like, playing in a local bar and you just want something to do and you throw that in, that's one thing. Now, if you're like headlining a show and you're like trying to showcase your turntablism, like I doubt. I mean, it's possible it's happened, but I doubt someone like Jazzy Jeff does that. I feel like out of pure like respect for his art form and what he does, he's going to intentionally do his own. I feel like I couldn't see Four Color Zach doing that. I feel like
no
he's known for that specific thing.
He's the guy that you steal it from.
Yeah. Okay,
he's
so
he's the guy that you take it.
Basically, if you're looking for any stuff to watch his podcast, because
I like how
he never like stops coming up with shit.
He never stops. Dude.
The guy is a fucking machine.
Animal. And I love how most of his shit you couldn't even steal because it's so particular to him.
Yeah.
Like, it either says his name or it's something so ridiculous and stupid that you're like, I would never do that. He's the only person that's going to
come up with it for sure. Like,
you know what I mean?
He did this shit the other day. I remember I was watching. I fucking fell out because I've heard so many people flip the smoke weed every day and they're like whatever. Like, we probably both done like a similar transition with that going into Mary Jane, or I do it to Mary Jane. I think you do it too because I got high or something.
Yeah,
We both do them both, whatever. But he did. He goes smoke, and then he held it, and then he took Method Man's METH.
Yeah,
he goes METH, and then he stopped. And he like thought about it, and just like his facial expression, I'm like, this guy's a fucking on another planet. Like, to come up with that, I thought that was fucking genius.
Yo, he was born to be a fucking streamer, bro. Like, he bridges the gap between DJing and like meme internet stream, like culture, all that. Perfect. He is the fucking perfect dude.
Did you see he just got signed on to Scam? So shout out to him.
And
congrats. Shout out to Scam.
Is it congrats though? Because like now he's got to give him his money.
Well,
congrats.
It might be better for him to focus on his music, and then they can get him his gigs.
No, yeah, definitely. If you're doing it, he's not doing it because he has to.
No, he's definitely doing it because he needs somebody to fucking handle probably how many bookings he has coming.
Scam's got fucking connections, bro.
Yeah. There's nobody in this game, in the DJ game. I mean, like, obviously there's some big labels. Like, who would you say is another big label? White Label, or what's the
White Label? Doesn't have a ton of people, I don't think, but they're definitely doing their thing.
Who's the Rich Group?
Rich Group
has a lot of connections, but I mean, when it comes to like the industry standard, I would say Scam.
Yeah, for like sure.
The fucking biggest, but
100%.
I'm sure it's a good move for him.
Yeah, that's legit. Man, remember that? Remember when you thought the only way to make it was getting on a roster like that?
Oh, yeah. If I could just get on this fucking roster, everything would change.
That's
and then
how
you meet people from the roster, and they're like, dog, that's not really how it works exactly.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait a minute. All they do is close the deal, and how much the money is? Like, you have to meet
You have
the
to
people.
get the shit yourself
You
still.
have to do all
Because the
this-
perception is like once you get on a roster, you're made, baby.
Yeah.
You're chilling on the couch and they're just booking shows
Sending
for you.
gigs,
Yeah.
you just show up and DJ and that's it. No,
Yeah.
hell no.
It ain't like that.
Hell
I
no.
remember Neil told me that. He was like, nah, you got to still do everything that you're doing. And the only thing that this is like, it's like a cosign essentially.
Yeah.
Like it's a better foot in different doors to be able to say, yeah, my agent. Oh, talk to my agent.
Yeah.
Also, you get to play like good cop, bad cop. Because it's
For
really
getting more
hard
money,
to
yeah.
negotiate with a person or somebody that you've been doing business with so closely. Like as a DJ, we've talked about this before, you have to party and network and be like in
Very
the shits
personal
with
them.
people. Yeah, very
You
personal.
have to actually become their friend, which is not, I say like you have to fucking become their friend. No, but like you actually become friends with the people.
Yeah.
So you might feel like a piece of shit saying, hey, bro, there's this other place. I know I've been playing for you for fucking 4
Yes.
years, but there's another place that wants me on the same day for more money. And at the end of the day, this is a business. Now, if I say that to my friend, they're going to be like, well, fuck you. Obviously, you don't care about our friendship.
Yeah,
But
it
if my
gets- it
agent
gets
tells
dicey.
them,
It gets dicey when you're dealing like in close proximity like that.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of
for sure.
We've had our fair share of like long nights trying to decide like what do we do and how do we tell this person that we're going to be doing this or whatever. Like it's been you get really close.
It's a chess game.
It's a chess game.
It's a
for
chess
sure.
game, 100%. Because if you fucking piss off the wrong person, you ain't getting no more gigs through them. And if that's the person who's feeding you, then it comes to the point where it's like, do I take the bigger paying
Dick?
gig this night, or do I fucking play the long roll with this place who's going to give me more? I don't know. Anyhow,
Yeah. I gotta say though, I feel like the long game is always the strong game.
of course, because
I
you're going to
feel
burn through
like-
that extra $1,000 in a fucking night.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Some people, you got to look at the big picture. The quick money, the big check one time, it doesn't really add up to the
No.
years of money that you could be making. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Longevity
Some people fuck
is the
that
way
up.
to go. Go long, go strong. What else you got on there? I like talking DJ stuff. It's
all right,
refreshing.
what do
because
you
we
want to talk about?
I mean, I don't mind talking other things, but I feel like we talk so much other things. It's nice to talk about DJ stuff. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
something
we
dear
talk
to my
about
heart.
DJ stuff, Let's talk about how fucking shitty music is nowadays. I mean, we've been saying that since we've been in front of the camera, but now,
But
when the world was shut down and there wasn't a reason to make a club record,
Yeah.
who's making club records?
That was a
What
nice
the fuck
thing. There
am I
was a lot
supposed
of
to be
like,
playing in the club?
well, it was like I saw somebody make a post. It's like, okay, now that, or it was like CDC now says that with COVID restrictions being lifted, big room house DJs can stop ruining deep house music or whatever. And I was like, wow, that kind of makes sense. It's like, let fucking Maya Jane Cole do her thing and Diplo stop fucking making deep house records that you can make big room shit. But I think that's the other thing we're going to notice a big change is that now that things are opening, because I see all on my timeline now, not just like in Texas and Florida, but like Vegas is going crazy. Chicago clubs are going crazy again. Everywhere is like slammed again. So what's going to be crazy is watching the transfer of like how music gets released. Now it's not going to just be like shit that would be good maybe on a stream or on the radio. It's going to be back to like what's going to fucking headline that festival to get that $500,000 check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because what's the last like club banger? I mean, the Young Thug album had some good hip hop shit on it.
Yeah,
Goes off. You get a quick hit from those. You drop the track and they hear the beat and it's and then after 10 seconds you got to get somewhere else because you lose it.
I like Saweetie's got a new song with that guy Lou.
Is it that 116 one?
No, that's Fast Forward. I don't really like that one too. Or Fast Motion. I don't really like
Fast
that one.
Motion, yeah.
I like this one. They sampled what the fuck did they sample? I think they might have sampled like Dougie and
Teach Me How to Dougie?
Yeah, Teach Me How to Dougie. I like the drums from that, and they got the other sample. What the fuck is that? It's like damn, I can't think of the song now. The other one, but it's another like record from maybe like 4 years ago that was kind of hot, but it's got like this like the sound effect that goes. Anyhow, here, let me just pull it up
Yeah, go ahead and pull it up. Let me
because
talk
my
to the
beatboxing
people.
skills are not there.
Let me talk to the people real quick. What's good? What's up on our location check? Did we get a couple?
Where
get a couple coordinates
watching
or
from? How
what?
about that? And they were just wondering why we weren't DJing.
Yeah, they're like we logged on to the Club Killers live stream to hear some music, But here we are with these two fat, washed-up DJs.
You know the sample, right?
I don't know it.
You have to know that.
All I hear is drums.
Right.
That.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't know what it is. It sounds like the bark off of like an old Casio.
It probably is, but the sample.
I kind of nailed it, right?
You actually did a lot better.
Like
than
a
I
yelping, like a yelping. Maybe if a dog broke his leg or something, he was trying to get some help.
did. So it's not on Who Sampled yet, huh? They don't. I
Sounds
feel like
like
that's
an old Beastie Boys sample.
no.
or some
It's
shit
like a song
that.
from like maybe not even 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Damn, it's like that.
Oh, down.
Oh, Booty Me Down or
Booty Me
whatever?
Down.
Booty
It's the
Me
sample from
Down.
Booty Me Down and the drums from Dougie. So
This is where we're at with the sampling.
that's
We used
the
to
thing.
sample records from the 80s or from the 60s, from before that, all that.
But
Now
it's-
people are sampling records from fucking 2 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is nothing new. If we look at Tupac, when he did that song, I Ain't Mad at You, he basically stole the same sample from a song that was out at the exact same time from that Blackstreet song. If you remember?
Well, how about Drake and remember when Cha Cha came out and then what's the one that's exactly
Oh yeah,
the same?
the Cha Cha and
The Drake shit.
Hotline Bling. Yeah. It's the same thing. I mean, you could keep going on about 213 when they took the Monica beat.
Yeah.
Same fucking, and they were
They
both
did
out
it
at the
so
same
much
time.
better though. They did it so much
Did they though? I mean, I'm a big fan of who did it first.
I'm
I
a
mean,
big
UGK and Project Pat, I Choose You. Same sample, within a couple years of each other.
Yeah, but that's the same people. They just like redid. They were like,
No, UGK is a totally different group. DJ Paul made both the beats, but he resold it to Pimp C because Pimp C was like, "Yo, I want this beat as soon as I come out of jail," and he's like, "Well, you're Pimp C, so what am I gonna not do?" But Project Pat already put the record out, and like it was supposed to be a single, but they said it didn't do as good as it should have. And then Pimp C was like, "No, I want that beat," and he was like, "All right."
oh, so the original was just Project Pat.
Yeah, it was called "I Choose You,"
Yeah, he fucking.
and then it
flopped.
came out like a year or two later.
Yeah, remember when we tried to do that Project Pat remix and we
Don't call me no
photoshopped
more.
us in
Don't
the
text
car?
me no more.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'd have to find
that
that.
shit was
somewhere.
lit.
It was lit. That was a good time. Making
Yo.
music is fun.
You want to hear something that I heard that fucked my head up?
What's that?
Right now, to the 1990s, like in 2021, the 1990s is what the 60s was to us in the 90s.
I know, bro. It fucks my head
Is
up.
that crazy
I
or
think
what?
I don't know if it's because of like the turn of the century. So like I still think when people are like 20 years ago, I think 1980. And I'm like, whoa, no, that's like fucking 40 years ago.
Yeah, double.
It's crazy.
It still feels that way.
I think it's because of the 2000 reset and everything. If you were alive pre 2000, that's like your natural instinct is to think that everything is just like by default. Like I don't think we're living in the 90s, obviously, but I'm just saying when you immediately say 30 years ago, 70s,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
100%.
And it's not the case. So like you said, when we're sampling records, where is in the 90s if they were sampling something from the 80s, now in the 2020s. We're in the 2020s. Wait, think about it. We're in the 2020s.
2020s. That's where we're at.
We're in the roaring 2020s.
Hopefully, man. I want it to pop, bro. What do you think's going on? Because Houston, it's lit here for sure, but it's been lit. It's been lit like when everywhere else was not at all open.
Right.
So we didn't get that pop of like, oh, Chicago's open. Oh, Arizona's finally allowed to be open. Like Cutswell's been telling me that AZ, and so did Smash. When he was here this weekend. Shouts to Smash Club Killers fam.
What up, Smash?
He was like, dude, it's insane. From like 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. Just packed. Everybody's out partying like they were locked down for a year.
It's like when the dog gets off the leash, it fucking runs crazy.
Yeah. And we didn't really get that with the opening of the official opening. Like when
Because Houston always shut down for like a month.
Exactly. Yeah. So we didn't really get that. I'm like, fuck. Like I want to experience this energy. This what's up?
All the snaps I'm seeing around the country are lit.
It's
Vegas
looking
looks super lit right now,
dude.
So I mean, I think a lot of people are ready to get back on the road. I wouldn't be mad at getting back on the road.
Bro, I'm going to Chicago doing play at the end of the month. I'm trying to go back at the end of every month. I got Milwaukee booked for next month. Hopefully some other shit will come through, but I'm excited, bro. The road, that's like, as a younger DJ, that's like, it kind of goes along with like being on the roster. It's like, oh, I want to be on the road. I want to be on the road. There's definitely something special about it. I don't want to do it every single weekend. I feel like I'd kill myself.
Yeah.
But once a month at least, going somewhere else, maybe going two places. Like,
it freshens things up.
Yeah,
you're not playing to the same crowd constantly. That's the only thing I don't like about playing in town all the time. And let me rephrase that. I don't mind playing in town all the time because honestly, at the end of the day, when all things are said and done, you're not making that much more money on the road because you're playing for flights, hotels, taxis to and from the fucking airport and everything like that. At the end of the day, I could work fucking 4 shows in town in one weekend and make just as much, if not more. Plus, I get to sleep in my own bed.
Facts.
That's the one thing. Like, yeah, hotels are cool and all that shit's fun, but like,
I used to love hotels. Now I don't so much.
Yeah.
I used to be like, yeah, fuck yeah, hotel.
Let me
I'm
jump around on the
everywhere.
fucking. Bro, do you remember the first time you played out of town and they paid for your hotel?
Oh,
how
my
fucking
God,
like,
bro.
I was rubbing my nuts on the fucking pillows. I'm like, this is all fucking free.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
Yeah, it feels good.
It's a great feeling.
It feels good.
Yeah, then you just like, you're so charged up, you can't sleep, so you just sit in the bed and like look at music and like.
You're there early. You're like, maybe I'll go out and have a drink. I shouldn't start drinking this early. What should I do? Maybe I'll get some dinner. Like, you don't even know what to do. You're just excited to be there.
For sure. And then the awkward dinner with the promoter, that's always fun.
Yeah, the owner, promoter, whatever. Dude, I can't wait to get back. I just want, as much as I complain about shit, I also love that I'm able to complain about shit. Like 100%. In a fun way. You know, like I need those experiences. I need to go out of town and get fucking pissed off at something and then be able to come laugh about it with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I need some shit. I need some things to happen. Need
Shake
a little adventure.
Yeah. Shake it up a little bit. Yeah. No, I'm with that. I feel that 100%.
Yeah. So I'm going to get some tickets to the Special X Games probably, if you want to come.
Where is it at? Is it in Cali? It's got to be in Cali, right?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. After I saw that, I was fucking shook.
The Special X Games, wow.
How about the vaccine lottery in Ohio? Because if you didn't want to get a vaccine that apparently magnets stick to your arm after you get it, maybe for a chance to win $5 million. Hold on.
Are they giving $5 million?
Hold on. For a shot at $5 million, all you need is 2 shots spaced 1 month apart.
Seems legit. They're giving away $5 million to take their fucking experimental drug. Sounds tight.
Yeah. I mean, at what point does this... It was a joke from the beginning, but when do we all get to agree and just come to the conclusion that this is a fucking joke?
I mean,
they have Howie Mandel doing the drawing for a vaccine lottery in Ohio. No, I don't know if Howie's doing it, but that'd be hilarious.
That'd be amazing if
they turned it into a fucking
He's like,
game
which
show.
drawer?
Who wants to get vaccinated?
Behind this briefcase is $5 million. Behind the other is death.
Yeah.
So
inject
yourself with this and let us know.
Pick any vaccine you want. Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson, whatever you want. One of them could win you $5 million. The others could maybe kill you.
Yeah.
You might even get your $5 million and die after. We don't know.
Bro, I saw a clip somewhere of what's the guy from New York? Not DeSantis, the guy in Florida. Who's the guy in New York? De
Blasio?
De Blasio. And he's like, okay, so I don't know what the fuck this station is or how the fuck it got on my TV, but by default, whatever's with my TV, when I fall asleep, like Netflix automatically turns off and it automatically goes on to like regular.
Dude, fuck that, bro.
No, listen to this.
That's poison, bro. That's your phone talking to your TV, telling it what to fucking play while you're sleeping.
Listen to this.
That's poison, G.
So what'll happen is it'll click over to this channel that seems like
it's the same channel every time?
Every time. And it seems like PBS mixed with like CNN mixed with like
and you're just sleeping in that. That information is just being embedded into your brain with every fucking inhale you take.
It is literally straight propaganda. Like if you saw you,
No wonder
wouldn't
you
believe
fucking
this.
wake up. Every time I talk to you, like these fucking cucks, this and that, these motherfuckers. Like you're just sleeping in it, dog.
Well,
You're
no,
sleeping in a
fixed
bed
the
of
problem.
this.
But anyway, so this guy De Blasio's on there. It's just him at a desk talking about how everyone needs to get vaccinated. Get your vaccine. Trust your government. Da 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 da. And it's like just repeating himself, and like it's almost like comical. So I'm sure you could probably find it if you look on YouTube. But there's this one where he's like, "So we've teamed up with Shake Shack now, and if you get this, is like." If you think this is, I gotta pull it up. So you can
Pull it
see
up. Wait, so is he giving away free Shake Shack to get people to get the vaccine?
Yes.
Like get a shot and a burger.
Yes.
Come get a shot and a burger. Yeah, as if we didn't learn that this whole thing was based around your immune system and being healthy and being under or at the correct weight.
So we know we have to make it convenient. We know we have to make
This is the channel. That's all.
CBSN New York?
It's some shit. I think they broadcast the same propaganda on every channel, but it's always him at this desk. Just
incentives help. They really do.
Incentives help.
hold on, wait.
That's
no,
fucking great.
No, you gotta see. You gotta see the one where he's like, "Look at these yummy fries, vaccine fries."
No
I'm
way.
like, bro, what is happening?
You woke up to this?
Yes, bro.
You woke up out of your sleep to a man talking about vaccine
Yeah,
fries.
You say free fries when you get vaccinated. I got vaccinated.
You're lying.
You're saying I can get this delicious fries.
Stop it.
Wait a minute. But there's also a burger element to this.
Bro,
Look at this and think about
this looks like a spoof we would have recorded for
bro, I
someone.
know this is real life.
This is life.
ways of life. But if this is appealing to you, just think of this when you think of vaccination.
You're lying to me. Vax and a side of fries.
I'm getting a very good feeling.
This is disgusting.
Bro,
Send
he
me
says-
that. Send me that. Send me right
Listen to
now.
this.
Send me that so I can get Diamond Cut to put it on the screen.
Okay.
Just send me the link to the video.
He says, yummy vaccination.
Dude, that is
He's even
honestly-
laughing while he's saying this.
That's fucking terrifying.
Bro, the
That's
shit's-
terrifying to see a politician who is a man that
The leader of
you're
New
supposed
York.
to respect. I mean, that's
Like
like,
the-
our fucking mayor putting on the stupid fucking Corona killer cape.
The
What is
Rona
happening?
destroyer. Bro, it's all a joke to them. They're like, fuck all these people. We don't give a
What
fuck
the
anymore.
fuck is happening, dude? People watch that shit and they buy it.
Yeah,
and
they buy it.
just
They're like, oh, and
I'm not-
it's
I'm
usually
not-
some
listen.
old people that are just stuck in the house with nothing to do, so they just sit there and watch propaganda all day, and then they're like, oh my god, you can't go outside if you don't get a vaccine, you're gonna die.
Yeah, and I'm not the guy to like put tape over his laptop webcam, even though the last laptop I bought came with the tape already on it, so I
Just
didn't take
left
it
it.
off.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna put it on,
bro, I
but
spank
like
it
if it's
hoping
there,
they're watching.
I'm gonna
It
leave
kind
it.
of turns me
you
on a
know
little
what I'm
bit
saying?
more knowing that I'm being watched.
I'm not really that guy. Sometimes I think about that too. Yeah.
That's a whole nother episode,
That's a
though.
whole nother thing. I mean, I'm like, yo, what could they possibly be watching me do?
Well,
They're literally just, I'm thumbing through Instagram. My camera is directly on my dick. I might not even be jerking off. I'm just
Holding
bored.
your
I'm
flaccid
just bored
penis.
and like flicking things around. I'm mixing it up down there. You know what I'm saying?
oh my god. Fuck you, De Blasio, you son of a bitch.
Dude, no, honestly, that is insane. That's fucking insane. That's some shit my mom would watch and be like, oh my God. Like, she would email me, like,
Yeah.
you can go, honey, you can get a free meal if you go get vaccinated.
Bro, anytime a family member of mine asks if I'm vaccinated, I'm like, just don't even, please. Don't
Anytime
even go there.
anyone asks if I'm vaccinated, I say, yeah, I got all three.
Yeah.
I got all three of them just to be sure because, you know, some people say this one, some people say that one, some people say the third one. I'm going to get all three.
I snorted my vaccine on Sunday night, so I'm good.
Yeah, you snorted a couple vaccines on Sunday night.
Yeah, I took all 3 shots.
All right. Here's something that I'm going to have to word this
Carefully?
more properly, more carefully. It's something that's going to hit a little bit closer to home for you than me. But I had an experience the other night where I was getting a blowjay. All right?
Why should your penis being sucked hit close to home for me? That's disgusting, you sick fuck.
Yeah, so I was getting a blow, Jay. Things were going real well, and I got into that zone. I got into that zone where you're heavy nasal breathing. You know what I'm saying? She's dirty. You're dirty. Everything's dirty happening. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, before you know it, you're nutting one of those fucking loads. One of those loads that's got like 6 to 8 pumps. You know those fucking...
that's like
those
like
glob
when you haven't
monster
jerked off for
droppers.
4 days and you're just like fucking...
Yeah.
It's like you could feel it.
The cum comes from your toes. It doesn't even come from your nuts. It comes from your toes, and you're just ejaculating. I'm talking glob monster shit.
God,
And right, like, and like, while this is happening, my eyes are rolling in the back of my head. I'm on another planet. I've space traveled to some extraterrestrial place. It's amazing.
Right.
And then I get done, and I'm disgusted. Right, I'm looking at this girl covered in all this cum. Like, where did this even come from? I don't do this. How did this happen? I look down, and her Virgin Mary necklace has a huge glob of cum on it.
Oh,
Just
that's
right
how
on
it
the,
pertains
just
to me.
right on the
Sick.
pendant.
Fuck.
Just right on the pendant. I mean, Virgin Mary's sitting there. Oh, like you look at it, you can hear the
Bro.
music. Oh, it's got the lines. It's like the
Bro.
classic circular gold pendant. And it's just got this huge glob of Jew cum sitting on it. And
I thought you were going to be careful about how you said this. Jesus Christ. So did
these
you
are
tell...
the thoughts that went through my head. I mean, immediately after, this was like right after this insane nut. I was like, oh, like I could barely even stand. And I looked down and I'm like, oof. I'm like, that's not good.
That's because you had a
like, that's
satanic
not good.
orgasm. That's
She's
why
not-
it felt so good.
She's not gonna like that. And I was,
Did you say anything, or did you
well,
try
I
to,
was
like, wipe it without her
contemplating-
looking?
I was contemplating whether I should comment on it or not, but I don't really know.
Was it
her
on a
that well.
rosary?
No, it was literally that golden pendant, that oval pendant of like the Virgin Mary with her hands up. Maybe it's not even her. I don't know. I don't know these people. Maybe I got the wrong person. It could be
Could have
Jesus.
been Jesus.
Who knows?
I have
Either
one with
way,
Jesus like that, but yeah.
Either way, I didn't know what I wanted to say something funny, but I didn't want her to get mad because I don't really know her like that. So I just kind of went in the bathroom and washed up myself and just left it unspoken of. But I had to immediately.
Did she
write
wipe it
down.
off?
I had to. No, she wiped it off.
But she didn't say anything.
She didn't say anything.
She seemed all right about
I think
it.
she kind of just pretended. It was like a
so
like a
crazy.
casualty of war.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, I don't like that this happened, but it's you know, these things happen when you're doing dirt.
Sometimes when you're caught up in it, let that be a message to all you Catholics out there. If you're fucking getting your dick
maybe
sucked,
tuck your chain. Maybe do the like when you're
Throw
playing
it around.
basketball, they throw it on the back. You know what I'm saying? Tie the hair up, throw the chain back,
Goodness.
just for your own protection.
yeah, you don't want to be smitten and
Yeah, I mean, what do you do when you
Struck
go
by
to
lightning.
Thanksgiving and the aunt that gave you the pendant for your birthday last year goes to look at it and there's like crusted up cum in the cracks? She's like, honey, you need to clean this. When's the last time you cleaned this?
she's like, "There's something on there. Let me get it off." Like, oh God, Granny, no.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I just had I had to write that. I literally told her, I was like, hold on, I got to write something down.
And you need to clean your necklace
You
off.
need to clean yourself up. Uber's on the way.
Wow.
No, yeah. It was
At the post on Clarity too.
it was
Notice
funny.
that?
It was
That's
it was
rough.
hilarious. I was like, oh God, Jesus, what have I done? Literally.
I don't even know what to say after that.
You've never had an experience like that.
I mean, I've had plenty
You
weird
never
experience.
came on a cross on accident.
I mean, I'm sure. Well,
That you could remember.
not that I can. Nothing
that's
sticks.
what it was.
Maybe I blocked my memory.
That's what it was, is that it just hit me so hard. Like
Right.
like I'm sure it's happened before, but I probably didn't even notice. This was like, oh shit. I looked down and I was like,
Right during the post on Clarity. That's a crazy time to see that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't. Religious wise, I don't know if I've ever nutted on any religious artifacts, but.
have you ever had a girl tell you that she wanted a pearl necklace? Like use those
Yeah,
words.
I've referred to it as a pearl necklace before.
But has a
and
girl ever? Because I specifically remember the one and only time
This
that
girl
a girl
wanted it?
said that to me.
Was this girl?
Not this girl.
Oh,
This
okay,
was
I was gonna
back in
say.
Arizona. This was a long time ago. But I remember she was like, give me a pearl necklace.
That was a big thing in like 2010.
And I was like, ooh, that's fucking sexy.
That was a thing in like
That's
2010.
sexy.
I haven't heard that term in a long time.
Yeah.
Pearl necklace was a big thing.
This was around 2012.
Yeah, this was like when people were talking a lot of Dirty Sanchez talk.
Dirty Sanchez. Yeah,
I never gave it. I never gave a hot Carl.
Pocket.
Never gave any. I've given some pearl necklaces before.
Yeah,
only because I'm
necklace is
a gentleman, and I like to give gifts. But I don't know if girls ever asked me for it by name.
Yeah, asking for it by name. There's a lot. I forgot. I think it's part of Chappelle's stand-up, right? Where he's like, just tell us where to come. It doesn't matter. You can tell me to come on the VCR. As long as you're telling me where to come, I'm ready. Like, see, that's getting me going.
I always thought it was just me who was in there.
No, that's real shit.
I'm always like, by default, I'm just like, where do you want me to nut?
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't know. I
and
don't
the
care.
worst is like, oh, I don't care.
Yeah, that's what
and you're like, bitch,
bro,
I'm asking you this for an answer.
Yes.
Like,
9 times out of 10, it's like, I don't care. I'm like, no, it's not. It's a,
you don't understand. I need you to tell me where you want this. This shit's coming out, and if you don't tell me where you want it, it's just gonna take longer.
Exactly, 100%. That's funny. You can tell me on the VCR because I probably would if a girl asked me to come on her VCR.
She was like, "Oh yeah, come on my fucking VCR."
Like,
I mean, if she was,
like,
if she was in it, if she sold it, yeah, if she sold it to me, I'm there. Like that's it. I'm coming on the VCR. Jesus. I don't give a fuck.
Is there anywhere that you wouldn't come?
No, sometimes I like to just come like on the vagina because I won't come in it.
Okay,
I won't do that. That's
I have.
It's playing with fire. We know you have. You have a child and another one coming. For me, I just feel like it's playing with fire. Like if I come, even if she's on birth control, even if I could fucking feel it in her fucking arm, it's
Isn't
still
that the
like
grossest shit.
Like, are you drinking every day? Are you smoking? Like, are you doing all the things you're not supposed to do that are going to lower the chances of this thing working? There's no shot I'm blowing the load in you. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know it was that deep.
Yeah. That's why, like, I mean, that's like the neurotic Jew in me that's like, yo,
like, oi,
if I'm nutting a girl, like, for the next 3 days, I'm having cold sweats, I'm waking up, haunting nightmares, it's bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least you're cautious. I was going to say safe, but safe would probably be not having sex with other women, but you're cautious.
Cautious, yeah, cautious. Safe sex is deeper than just wearing a condom.
Some might even call abstinence the answer.
No, that's not the answer to anything. That won't get you anywhere. That'll get you to a school shooting, I think.
Yo, chill.
That'll bring you to
Can't get into school shootings at 6:00 on a Wednesday. Yeah, so I mean, I think if a girl asked me to nut on a religious artifact, that would be out of the question.
That would do it for sure for me.
Wait, so what if a girl had like a Torah or something?
And she wanted me to come on it?
Yeah.
You better fucking open that bag. You better unroll that bitch, because I'm about to come. You better unravel that
Put
bitch.
your dick in the tube. Jesus.
Listen, it's wherever she wants it. Wherever, like, I'm here for her pleasure. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't get pleasure unless she's getting pleasure.
Well, you're
I
a
don't
selfless
even really
man.
like it when I think it's from the porn. Honestly, I think it's from the porn because the porn is so overly like, you know what I'm saying?
Like Daffy Duck giving
like I need that. I need some reimbursement on how much you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, I'll be honest.
Reassurance.
A lot of times I'll if I'm like with a chick and like she's not gonna fuck me, and like I gotta watch porn, I'll be like, I want the girl to show me what she wants to watch in the porn, for me, to enjoy the porn.
Hold on, back up here for a second, because I think we skipped a whole thing.
Okay.
When you bring a girl home in the past,
this is not usually with a girl that I'm bringing home, but a girl that I'm. Yeah. Okay. So let's just say
girl that you're with.
We're in a situation where porn would be watched together.
Okay. And she's like, I'm fucking lazy. I don't want to fuck.
Right.
You're like, that's all good. Just take
Suck
over
my balls
the mouse.
while I watch porn.
Take over the mouse and show me what you would want to watch.
Yes, that turns me on way
and
more.
I'll watch that. I could see it. I see the vision. I've never done that.
I think it's the same realm of like, tell me what you want. Like,
that
turns me on. Where do you want me to come?
Yeah.
Now I know I'm satisfying that sexual urge.
But are you
with
also
me with the porn is like, oh, you like this? You're a dirty bitch.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I'm
are
saying?
you also hoping a little bit in the back of your mind that by putting something on that she likes, it's going to fire her up a
I'm
little
sure
bit?
that's where it started originally 20 years ago when I started doing it.
Yeah.
But now I'm just a fucking sicko.
Yeah. I get that. I know how that goes. I tweeted the other day about porn because sometimes I think it fucks me up bad. I think that it like watching porn makes it hard for me to keep my dick hard when I'm having real life
100%.
interactions.
100%.
But sometimes I don't think that. Sometimes I do think that. Sometimes I don't. So
I think it's all about
sometimes
how much you're watching.
Yeah, and
You
also what I said was, if you're gonna be watching porn, you gotta find a girl that's willing to do the things that you're watching.
Yeah.
If you're watching some nasty shit and then you're going to fuck some girl who's laying there like a dead fish, no shot. The
Right.
porn has outweighed, and you're not gonna get hard for this.
Right.
But if with a girl who's doing these things, I think you're good.
But does porn raise the bar to an unhealthy level? Because now it's like you need to like dick smack a girl and like fucking spit in her mouth to like get that level.
But
Whereas
who's
before,
to say that that's unhealthy? If
Well,
you
I
want
mean,
that
when-
and she wants that.
when women want to be asphyxiated, it's you know, we're rubbing on the, and again, internet porn's only been around for 20 years.
Yeah, I'm
know?
not a huge choke guy because
I'm not either, but you know what? You
that
know
could
who's big
lead
on choking?
in the wrong direction.
Women.
Women love it, and I'll do it like I'll put my hand there just because when you do, like right when you, even when you're not even like really going in, if you just put your hand there, they like that. You can tell.
I don't know, man.
There's a whole switch. In
Most
like,
of the ones that I knew that were into that were like pushing their fucking neck at me.
Nah,
Like,
see,
God
I won't
damn.
do that. There's too much risk, not enough reward there.
Yeah.
There's way too, like, if I choke you out and you lose a brain cell or something, like now I'm the guy that choked you and you're fucking have Down syndrome. I don't know. I don't want to be part of that. Like, that's the risk. What's the reward? Me getting the same nut that I would have gotten if I didn't do it? Perfect. I'm going to go with that.
Go with plan A. That's a little safer. But I mean, when you already
It's
said
like
you're a
anal.
safe sex guy.
It's like anal. Like, I don't want anal. I might
to be
put
done
my
to you or
finger
to
in
do
it.
to her.
I might put my tongue in it, but I don't want to go digging for dirt because you know what happens when you go digging for dirt?
You find it.
You fucking find it every single time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've learned my lesson a couple times in the past with anal sex, and I'll be honest, it doesn't feel that much greater. If anything, pussy feels better than ass sex.
It does. You know
Like,
why?
ass sex
Because
is
that's
cool.
what we're supposed to be.
Ass sex is cool because it's like the forbidden fruit. You know what I'm saying?
Is it cool though?
I mean, it was a cool thing in like 2017. I'd say, and
I mean,
anal sex was like
I got
a big
homies
thing.
that love it, like love it. So
I
I give it to them.
for me, it was more like, you're gonna let me fuck you in the ass? Okay, yeah, but it's never like as fun. Like, I don't know, you can't really fucking go crazy.
You can't go crazy. You got to be careful.
And there could be
There's-
blood
There's
and-
risk of blood. There's risk of shit. I mean, in what world are, like, if this was a commercial for a new pharmaceutical, right? And then like the list of side effects included blood, shit, and anal leakage. Are you doing
death.
it? Potential death. You know what I mean? Like, are you going for it? Probably not.
No.
Who does that?
Homosexuals.
Well, that's because they have to.
Right.
And
So,
I mean, that's fine.
You know,
What
if
else
that's all
gonna
you
do?
got, go for
Yeah,
it.
unless you got.
I
like,
mean,
yeah.
if it was that or just like, you know, fucking.
Where's that argument? Where's the gay dudes just I mean, I guess they just enjoy anal sex. I mean, there's nothing else to enjoy. What
Well,
if there was
there's
like
gotta be a gay
like
dude out
man
there. Hold
pussy,
on.
like a back pussy?
There's
Like, I'm
gotta
sick
be-
of fucking the ass because of all these things that we're talking about. Like, I want to be able to fuck my man. I want to be able to fuck my man without all that.
You gotta
Is
put the
there some
quotes up
sort
when
of
you say it.
is there some sort of surgery that could be done? Is there some sort of, maybe like in the ass cheek you could get a prosthetic pussy? So now you're
But
like,
no,
you're
no.
fucking,
There's
but then I guess,
actually like a G spot in your asshole.
Yeah,
and so
true.
they enjoy it. But here's my question:
true.
Is there like, there's got to be a gay dude out there, right, who just loves dudes, right,
Yeah,
but doesn't love ass sex, and maybe
I
he's
would
disgusted
imagine.
by it.
I would.
He's like,
imagine.
oh, the shit, it hurts, da 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 da, and then, but that's all he's got.
I think we need to talk to Ray.
I don't know.
I don't know if we want to phone him in. He may not be happy.
Do we have any other gay
if
friends we
just
can phone
put him
in?
on the
We need
spot.
some gay friend that we can phone in.
I'll talk to him. We'll get the DL in
Well,
private
all right,
first.
we probably shouldn't have said his
report
name. We'll
back.
probably have to bleep that out.
Well, nah, it's okay.
Whatever.
It's okay.
I do think we should have a gay correspondent we can reach out to at moments like this.
We do have a lot of gay questions.
We have a lot of gay questions.
I have a lot of questions about anything that I don't really know about.
Right.
You know what I mean? And 90% of the time, the questions may sound a little harsh, I think. We're not asking them like fucking scientists.
But we're asking them from a perspective of some. I think it's a generally perfectly normal question to ask a gay dude if he's ever met a gay dude who didn't like gay sex.
Yeah. Because, either way, it just sounds like a lot. Like, when things are...
It seems messy.
A lot. It
sounds messy.
Like a burden, and it kind of stops you from doing them. Even though you want to do it, you're like, yeah, I want to hang out with my friends, but, like, it's 2 hours away. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm just chilling watching TV.
Yeah, like, I feel like that's kind of what it's like, yeah, I want to fuck my boyfriend, but, like, do I want to put the towel down and clean up and have the fucking wet wipes ready and, like, all this shit?
I'm sure there's got to be an enema that goes down before.
And the enema, like, yeah, there's so much. What did he eat earlier?
We just came back from a nice dinner. I know it's going to fucking be messy.
Buffalo Wild Wings. I mean, like, has anyone ever gotten hot sauce on their dick before on accident?
Bro, I have just from, like, cooking with peppers and then, like, 5 hours later taking a piss. I could only imagine if your boyfriend just got back from eating fucking hot wings. Yeah. How fucking painful that must be. That's got to be a thing.
I mean, I imagine it is. I imagine there's a lot of things like this that we have no idea even exist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, in the same way that we could have a whole conversation about, like, DJ shit.
Yeah.
That no one who's not a DJ would really understand unless we broke everything down. I feel like gay guys got to be able to have those kinds of conversations.
Well, for sure.
Gay things.
For sure.
We need a gay guy.
We need a gay.
That's the bottom
We're looking
line.
for a new gay bestie. If you think that you might qualify, send a nude to Strategy. Yeah. So we know that you're really gay.
I get enough dick pics.
Wait, do you get dick pics?
Still not nearly as much as I used to, but yeah, I got one the other day.
I remember when you first started doing the send nudes thing. Oh, well, we're talking
like
about that time. And dudes, I mean, you didn't say send nudes only if you have a vagina.
I mean, here's the thing.
Blame them for shooting their shot.
I can't blame them because I know it feels good to have other people look at your dick. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's why I keep the tape off the camera on the phone.
I understand that it feels good. So who am I to shame them?
Yeah.
I just block them.
Yeah,
I don't shame them. I don't want them to feel bad.
Do you like at least give them like a thumbs up before you block them or not?
No. Sometimes I want to be like, dog, you gotta do something different. Well, I don't know what you're eating. You need to go see a doctor
immediately.
I don't know what you're eating, what kind of underwear you're wearing. Something's wrong. Something's not going right down there. And I'm not really the guy to tell you how to fix it, but I know that something needs to be fixed.
The first start would be seeing a medical professional.
Yeah.
Immediately.
A dick doctor, if you will.
Dick doctor. Well, they have those. They're called neurologist. Is it neurologist? No.
I think neurologist for your brain.
There's
There's
another
a
word.
dick doctor, though. I know. A urologist.
Urologist. I knew it was something like that.
Yeah.
Well, we're almost out of time, so let's get to our story time.
Yeah, where do we end off? We ended off on getting the Send Nudes hat, going to the strip club.
Right.
And then I think the next thing was the stickers. It was like, oh shit, people are fucking with these hats, but I can't just like give hats out. I would lose too much money. Mm-hmm. So I was selling the hats, but I was like, let's get stickers made and just give them out. I remember I would go out every night and just try and get rid of all the stickers I had.
And this is before Dickers. This is the original.
This is a Send Nude sticker, yeah.
This is the original 2x6.
I don't know what it was. It was
rectangle.
It was like that, maybe.
It said Send Nudes in it.
2x6, yeah.
Pretty simple, but got the point across.
Yeah, and people just loved Send Nudes. Like it was just the fucking time when that was like the internet was just making memes about it. It was just bubbling, popping, all that shit. So you would give it to somebody and they would instantly put it on their Snapchat. Mm-hmm. So we would just go around and fucking go out every night. You
may or may not have stuck them on some street signs around the city.
Oh yeah, fucking.
Well, let's not confirm that just in case.
No, it's confirmed. It's confirmed. I rode around every fucking neighborhood in front of every nightclub, stuck stickers on the light poles, on the fucking boxes, electrical boxes everywhere, and girls eventually just started putting them on.
Was your Instagram handle on those stickers? originally?
Was it what?
Was it on the sticker? Your Instagram
Yeah.
send nudes to @strategy.
Yeah. Well, it didn't say two.
It just said. I remember it
said
had your
send
logo at the
nudes.
bottom.
It said DJ Strategy, my logo, and then at the bottom was the social media.
Okay. So it was kind of like on. I mean, it was written.
Yeah,
Send
I mean,
nudes to me,
I've
but it
got-
wasn't about send nudes. It was just kind of like.
I remember I got like some messages.
Do you remember the first nude you got unsolicited?
Dude, yes.
Oh, let's hear
I
it.
woke up one morning. I remember I woke up one morning. I opened my Snapchat and I just have a random nude from nobody that I know, nobody on my friends list. And I was like, yes. I was like,
working.
yes. Yes. And I mean, that was fucking.
Did she say that she found your sticker and just sent you the nude, or did
I
you?
think it was when Kevo was helping me out. We were doing Facebook ads. We were running Facebook ads. So like stupid videos that I took in the club or whatever, he would put on Facebook and run ads. And at the end, it would have my Snapchat handle. So that got me a ton of fucking followers and shit. And that's what, yeah. And then they would see all the content of the girls putting stickers on and shit, and they would just send nudes. And then we were doing like fucking nude of the week, remember? Mm-hmm. Nudes of the week. In this week's nudes.
In
That's
this
what it
week's
was.
nudes, yeah, like in this week's nudes.
Yeah.
In this week's nudes. Were we doing lowrider talks at that time?
No, and then it turned into that because it was like every night we would go out and try and party and get content and shit, and then it was like during the day or maybe at night when we didn't want to go out, it was like, all right, well, what the fuck? I'm trying to like get viewers. I got all these viewers. Like if I don't have anything for them to watch, it was almost like a stressful thing. I was like, all right, well, I'm not going out. Like, what can we do to entertain these people that are now here?
Yeah.
Like now they're here. Now we got to fucking do something. So yeah,
This week's nudes. So you would post a picture of like the nude, and after the girl gave you consent, obviously.
Yeah.
And then you would talk about it. You'd be like, oh yeah, you'd be like,
Yeah, we'd
these are
like
just some
kinda-
tits that make you want to go. And then you would like fall over or some shit. Remember?
Yeah, it's just all dumb shit.
Yeah, just funny shit.
But yeah, it was that. But that's where the lowrider talks came from.
I
It was
remember
like,
the
yo,
first-
we need to like. How
yeah.
did it really even start?
Okay, so
It was
I
like-
remember distinctly. We were in the lowrider at the time, the town car I had.
Yeah.
And we were in front of the house on Oakdale.
Yeah.
And we were kind of like driving in circle. It was probably like closer to like fall. And the night before, somebody was. We were probably at a party in Wicker Park, at some nightclub, and there were some people in front, some white gentlemen, that were rapping to each other.
Yeah.
And neither of us could stand that. We were just like, this is like the fucking worst thing ever. I hate when people come up and try to rap to you, and it's so awkward, and you want to get away from them.
We
And
were
so-
hungover in the whip, right?
Yeah, we were hungover, and we were driving around that block from Oakdale to George Street, and fucking, and then we just start. You just hit the camera, like, yo, we just need to fucking say this, and we just said it.
Yeah, I feel like you were probably talking shit about him, and it was hilarious. And then we were just talking about him, and then I think that thing of like, oh, like I need some sort of entertainment. Oh, like this is fucking funny. Let's do this. And then we did it.
It was
And we
almost
got
like a
lot of
PSA.
love. Yeah, we got a lot of love. Everyone on the snap was like, oh my God, it's hilarious, blah, blah. And then, yeah, people would always tell us we need to keep doing it or do a show or whatever. So we just fucking kept doing it.
Yeah, and then anytime something would piss us off or something, we would kind of just like record us.
How you know she's a
ranting.
hoe?
How you know she's a hoe?
Yeah.
The passing around the bottle, putting your mouth on the bottle.
Yeah.
I mean,
sucking like a
it
little
was like
baby
every
dick.
day there was some other shit, and then from that, then we created the Strategy and Dolo show that was originally on Facebook Live. But
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some steps before that. I mean, the first send nude party. There's plenty of other things we can talk about on next week's show before we get to that point. But
Yeah, that first lowrider talk, that went hard.
yeah, I remember that day.
That went hard.
Distinctly. Wow, it was a good time.
People love that. That was like, I feel like it was a time obviously before TikTok and like before people realized
What to use social media platforms for, kind of. I mean, I'm not saying we were the first person to
really.
go on Snapchat ranting, but like
not at all. But
there
I
wasn't
think-
it wasn't like the expected thing to do was just to get on there and like talk to it like it's a TV show.
I think people have more balls now, honestly, because back then it felt like, because I remember when my boys told me like, yo, you need to talk to your phone.
And it
'Cause
felt so awkward.
Yeah, you feel so fucking weird. You're like, dude, why am I doing? Like, I'm not anybody special. Like,
Right.
this this is cornball shit, but it's really something that needed to be done, and we fucking did it, and it's worked out.
And once I remember how fucking horrible I felt like hearing my voice recorded.
Yeah, dude,
and I'm like,
it
fuck,
sucks.
no, we
But
can't post that.
That's what separates somebody from who does it from who doesn't do it. You know what I mean? If you let that voice in your head win, you lose automatically.
For sure.
If you just fucking do it and put it out and keep going, like, yeah, you're probably right. The shit is corny. Like, sometimes when I go back and watch it, it's corny, it's stupid, but
it's content.
But it's content, and it's what got us to where we're at now, which I think is better. You know what I mean? You got to do something to get good at it.
Yeah,
kind of
now
thing.
it's just like muscle memory. You just fucking get on there and do it.
Yeah. It's crazy,
shit.
but I think people now are more they're more ballsy to get in front of the camera and do things.
And,
Obviously,
and
with TikTok,
I think
like,
with things like TikTok, and this was before even Instagram video was. I think.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like now it's like you expect it because you see it every day, but like at that time, like just like no one even talked on their Snapchats usually. It was like a picture or like a dog face, and like you know what I'm saying, like motherfuckers weren't really like using these platforms. I mean, there were people like on fucking what was the thing that King Bach was big on before?
Vine.
Like Vine, and there were people that really use these. That's why I'm not trying to say we invented it, how to fucking use social media, but I think within a micro perspective of at least all the people that we knew, you know, that were in fucking Chicago or in our circle, we definitely had to be the ones to step up and start talking.
Yeah.
I think it's
Feels
all
fucking good.
It's about all we got time for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you Club Killers for hosting.
Yes, sir.
Thank you Mixcloud for not banning us yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's the good thing I like about Mixcloud. I might even still be in beta. Who knows?
Who knows?
But
Somebody's
if you're watching,
shout out to you.
If you're watching on YouTube, drop a comment.
Yo,
smash
shout
the
out to
like
everybody
button,
on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on Strategies Patreon.
Subscribe. Yeah, the fucking Patreon, baby. I'm having fun with that. That's been going well. I've been doing those little recap videos with the teaser on them.
I've been seeing them. They're good.
Well, Instagram hasn't caught on and started deleting them yet, so that's good.
Bro, I keep getting like notifications from Instagram on like our old videos being like, now it's muted because you used a song from 1981.
Fucking pussies, dude.
Fucking losers.
Fucking
Anyhow,
pussies.
we'll see y'all again next week.
Catch you next time. Thank you. Peace out. Have a good one.